Hello and welcome to another edition of Under Construction with Chapman Building. Today Jason's going to be introducing us to My Home Team, which forms a massive part of this incredible business. Jason, what is My Home Team?
Right, man, so My Home Team is a bunch of like-minded building industry enthusiasts like myself who we've just found ourselves working together over the years on various projects. And there's cohesion there. We're like a group of mates. We are mates. We, when we're on site, a site meeting, we discuss the specifics, but then there's always a bit of fishing and a bit of rugby and a bit of banter, and as you do, and that's girls and boys, not only boys. So, but yeah, basically we've just formed quite a formidable little pack, for doing most home maintenance or renovations or new projects or whatever. And we've just basically got ourselves together, a group of professionals in the industry that share our passion and enthusiasm for doing a good thing.
Wow, that's awesome. And all work together incredibly well and have the end result in mind.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So the team basically consists of Barry, my brother, from Plumbing KZN, and then we've got William from JPG Electrical, he's our electrician. Dwayne Fishwick from Neospace Architects, and then Jason and Tracy from Refreshed Designs. You guys have done some work with them before.
Yes.
And then Johan from Cupboard Value as well. So, let's start with the last mentioned Cupboard Value. We've done over 400 projects with them, kitchens and bathroom variations and so on. And along with the kitchen renovation comes the plumbing and electrical aspects that you'll have to change out and put in new and all the rest of it. So again, the team has worked well together, and what we do is we'll go in and when Johan's marking out, he'll mark out where the plumbing and electrical will go, and then he'll go through and do it. And when the electrician's coming through, if he notices that there's something wrong with the plumbing pipe or what have you, there's it's not that it's not my job.
Exactly, they work in sync.
Hey Barry, there's a problem here or what have you, and communications there. And we end up helping the clients, helping ourselves, helping the project in its own.
Yes.
Just because there's that consideration. It's not like, this is my job and I'm going to only do this and not move the dead animal out the road and just paint over it or whatever. You've seen the memes, but yeah, it's really awesome. I feel very fortunate to be surrounded by these maniacs, and hopefully they feel the same way. And we work well. It's not only like the work's coming from one way as well.
You feed each other.
We get leads where we can't draw plans, so we get Dwayne, and we can't specify finishes, so we get Refreshed. And I'm not a plumber, I'm not sticking my hand in the toilet, so we'll get Barry to do that. And I don't like electricity, so you get someone who doesn't need a ladder to change a light bulb.
Wonderful. So we're going to be introducing the viewers to these incredible people. So over to introducing them. Jay, so introduce us to the home team.
Thank you, Mandy. So guys, this is the motley crew, or some of it, that we get to deal with. All sewage flows downhill, and waiting at the bottom is Barry from Plumbing KZN.
Welcome, Barry.
There's Barry, Plumbing KZN, the geyser specialist, the leak specialist, and anything else got to do with the beep noise that we usually hear. Next is William. William does not need a ladder to change a light bulb. That's one of his things on his bio, and I can't help telling people about it. But William's the electrician, JPG Electrical, JPG Works, and he takes all the shocks away from us. So good to have him and his team around. And then we got the gas man, who's helps us with all of our gas installations. Bras, summer coming up, that's always a big one. There's more gas this morning than a man, but if you see him running, if you see a gas technician running, make sure that you can keep up, because he's clearly running from an explosion. So, guys, this is the team, so I'll let everyone get stuck in. But ultimately, I think we work well together, guys. I mean, let's
absolutely
get in here.
We've been working together for what, 10 years, plus some of us a little bit shorter, but we've all known each other from growing up in the town, and it's such good banter and humor on site, because we can tune the crap out of each other, and it's all laughs and jokes, and the spirit's always high on site. And you know, if there's something that happens on site and you just need to talk about it, there's no airs or graces. You just get stuck in and ask the guys, listen, this is that, that's this. So, and it's just good humor working with a bunch of guys that you've grown up with. We know how we work as well. You know, quite often on site, we'll go onto site, we'll dig a trench open, and we know that Chris has got to come in and put his gas lines in. So Chris we'll phone Chris.
You allow Chris to share your trench.
Yeah, tender heart.
Very nice.
So it's all about like dovetailing with each other and
That's excellent.
Looking
I think
after
that
each other in the
makes-
industry.
And jobs become a lot more pleasant to do when you're working with like-minded people and people, like you say, that you've grown up with in our town of Belito.
Yeah, it's quite funny
Absolutely.
how all of us ended up in building, plumbing, electrician, gas.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Well, I don't know. I just think, I mean, if you're friends before, like, I think that's a big plus. It's like you get past all the bullshit, and like everyone wants to do a good job. So like we know that's like a standard.
Correct.
And if not, then we got the friend side of it to say, hey, pick up your act and get moving, you know. And there's like, oh shit, sorry, I dropped the ball. Not all of this hana and you know, trying to duck and dive and whatever. Like, you know,
Exactly.
you not
You
only
say
got
it
a
how it
friendship.
is, and you wind it up, get the job done, and you present a great completion at the end of the day.
And I think for a client, it must be an absolute dream because, like you say, you know what, if you're busy digging a trench and it's for a specific reason, but another person in the equation can benefit from that trench being dug, you're all helping each other and at the end of the day working towards the end result, which is a completed job to the client's satisfaction.
Absolutely.
Also, when we're in front of clients, you know, sometimes it takes a look. You know, Jason will look at each other. You don't have to say something. It's like, you know, just a look, and then everyone knows, like,
Move on, off we go.
because we know each other so well. So it just takes a look or this or that. Or I'm walking on site and I see something, I'll voice note Jason and say, hey.
You generally
Just
do see
keep up.
things that we don't see.
Well,
Yeah, no.
exactly, yeah.
Especially like
we work hand in hand, that's the
ceilings,
whole point.
whether they're straight or not. You know?
But we work hand in hand, you know, if I see something, if he sees something, if he sees something, I see a pipe that's slightly skewed, maybe of gases, of Chris's, I'll phone him and say, hey, just come and check this out, or they'll do the same for me. And you'd rather have them notice it before the client notices it.
Correct.
It's like
it's
looking
fixed
after
before.
each other on site.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's whoever needs help, where they need help, you always try and jump in and assist where you possibly can.
Yes.
So, you know, working with the Chapmans and with Barry. Barry's done a lot of our gas geysers and that type of thing, and I was fortunate enough to grow up with the Chapmans my entire life. So it's been an absolute blessing in disguise. Richard's like another dad to me, type of thing, and Shirley. His mom to me type of thing, and the Chapman family is a very, very good standing family within the community and in Belito itself.
Yes, exactly.
So, you know, it was...
Getting drunk for Dreep Jams.
You're awesome.
No, look, again, it is a
Throw
family.
Oak
I
under
think.
the bus,
No,
then.
Chris, but you're spot on. It is a family. And I mean, this is just, there's four of us of a bigger network, you know.
Yes,
and,
correct.
you know, even if we look at the group of friends, you know, like, you know, the group of entrepreneur friends, I mean, most of us are all similar-minded and all that. So I think we're from good stock.
Yes.
And we're in a town where we're developing, and I think we're in the right industry to sort of add to
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
But you mentioned about clients. Like, it is a
Yes.
benefit for the clients to know that there's a team that's vetted and vet each other and
Been
whatever.
around for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can make a phone call to one person and the other guy will say, okay, I need to do this, but Jason needs to get involved. Not a problem, I'll sort it out. Phone Jason, this is what you got to do. Like,
Correct.
problem solved. As opposed to everyone now, the links are missing. Whereas, the links are together.
It's more efficient
Yeah,
as well,
exactly.
you know, time saving.
You talk about, Jason talks about vetting, and I think, never mind the client being very particular and sticky, as they should be because they're paying for a job, but we, as a crew, vet each other and get a quality control each other so much, and it ends up becoming more of a banter than anything else. Like, you'll go onto site and Chris will have a pipe chased into the wall nicely, and I'll just pull it out and put it to the side and take a photo and be like, hey Chris, what's going on here, buddy?
Shoddy.
This is shoddy workmanship. You know, just to wind it up. But we always on each other, you know, like Will puts an electrical conduit in a box in the wall, but he patches it up nicely, but maybe there's an oak working on the other side of the wall and it knocks it forward. Well, giving you a shot, but this thing's popped out the wall. I know the oaks are plastering or whatever, no problem. So it's also, because we've worked with each other for so long, we've learned how each other works, when each other need to come in. So like I go in, I'm a mole, I go dig holes, and once I'm finished, then I phone the other guys. Okay guys, got a couple of trenches open, I know you need to go from there to there. Chris does the same thing. Sometimes Chris goes onto site and he turns into a mole, and then
We put pipe.
put pipe.
That's it. Barry, have you always wanted to be a plumber, or was it a family pass down?
No. Dad's a civil engineer. I
Was a gay ranger.
a gay ranger, yeah, game ranger.
Game ranger or game ranger?
Said game
So-
ranger.
So yeah, I always, when I left school, I wanted to work with my hands. So I went and did a bit of work experience with Trevor at El Pescatore in the kitchen.
Yes.
Love cooking. So I did that for a couple of months. Loved it. But the hours are a little strange. And then I went
Trevor
and...
will agree with you.
100%. I went and worked with a mechanic mate of mine for a couple of months, and I still tinker on cars as well, but banana fingers and little engine compartments don't work so well either. And then it was left up between an electrician and a plumber. And it came down to the basics of, I became a plumber because I like to see the shit I work with. The only way you see electricity is by touching it. So,
Correct,
and
yeah.
so yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Plumber. Yeah. And then, so I decided, I went down that line and I went and worked with the company for a little while, and then I thought, no, I want to go into the bush. I've always wanted to go into the bush. So I went into the bush for a couple of years and I did a whole game rangering, lodge management, field guarding stint, and had my fun, grew up a little bit because I was a proper magangan.
Just a little bit.
And then came home and I went full out into the plumbing thing and have just grown from there.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And William, electrical
Just happened.
just happened. A spark
I needed-
appeared.
You put it that way, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Saw this light bulb.
Same, fiddled and faffed and did a couple things, and obviously left school, knocked about a little bit, as you normally do. And then I didn't have a clue what I wanted to do, and it just kind of,
Evolved.
it happened, and this is where I am now. So.
Wonderful. And Chris,
Hi.
Welcome back.
welcome, welcome.
Sorry, I was zoned out there for a bit.
Sorry, it's not a golf course.
Talking about Trevor was
This is
bringing
like
back
we're
memories from
actually on
yesterday
site
afternoon.
here.
I was
Yes.
playing with Trevor, actually. Damn, hell of a hooligan.
How did you get into gas? That was the question.
Worked for a diesel company in Stanger, Devil's Frying Pan. And from there, it is, the place is incredibly bloody hot. But anyway, in summer you die, I promise you. True story. But anyway,
Not too far from here. Yeah.
Devil's Fry.
no, it's really hot. You have no idea. In summer, okay, let's pull ourselves toward ourselves. It's okay. Okay, and go. No, I worked for a diesel company in Stanger for a little while, and they incorporated gas. The guys played around with my salary, and I said, well, you can go and play in the traffic.
Okay.
And from there, started off at some gas, started delivering my own gas, did tons of gas on my own, and then stole the driver, and then, you know, and then slowly but surely built type of thing. And then gas installations and that type of thing were an opportunity in the market whereby we got into, and then we opened up our shop, and then now we've got a full display room with the likes of Shadow Chef, Bryce, the whole bank shoot. So we do the gas installations, gas deliveries, everything. The whole
So we can go touch and play with your stuff.
yes, you may.
Oh, I can imagine
Buy me
these
a drink
boys
first,
playing
though.
with each other's toys.
No, the amount of times on site that these dogs drill each other's pipes, it happens far too often.
Fantastic.
Yeah, always, yeah.
Especially
Like
if you
Will
try
into
and find
Barry's
it.
pipe, Barry into Will's
Zzz,
pipe,
oh.
and there's just a mess everywhere.
Whoa,
but they always end up tidying it up and fixing up. You know,
Yes.
that's one thing. Like, that's the unknown. Like, I mean, if you drill a pipe at home or something, a plumbing pipe, and you got water peeing out.
Houston,
like, I mean, it
we have a
happens,
problem.
yeah. So, and it's $1,500 or whatever to get it fixed.
Yes.
like we do that often amongst us. And like everyone's like, why don't you get the little meter? And you're like, yeah, I did, it's in the car. But I drove found the pipe fine, you know? Why do I need a little meter?
Shit yourself as well, because you.
Morning.
What's a
yeah.
Yeah, incredible energy between all of you, and I can just imagine what it's like on site. And we are going to be visiting some of the sites that you guys as a team have been working on, so I'm really looking forward to that. Jason, in closing, your home team is really something else, and yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's it. No, that's perfect. That's perfect. No, thanks, Mandy.
How do you explain my own team? Yeah.
Yeah, they're a group of guys. Yeah.
So Jay, this home team's absolutely amazing. The energy's great, lots of laughs, but at the end of the day, everyone gets down to doing the job that they need to do.
No doubt, yeah. Look, I mean, we are serious about what we do, but we're people as well. You know,
Yeah.
we've got sense of humours, and I mean, I think that's what's important about being in this town, and yeah, very fortunate to work with the people that I do. So let's leave on that emotional note.
There you have it, viewers. We've introduced you to the home team that Jason works with, the Chapman Building. We're going to be visiting some of the sites so that you can see their work firsthand. Till next time.